Well, here we go. It is the Iheartradio Esports Challenge, thanks to our friends at Shell Federal Credit Union. My name is Teresa from 94.5 The Buzz, and this is going to be a first because I've got Adam Clanton from Sports Talk 790 here with me, and he's also my husband.
We know about it. You wore your ring for this, and I didn't. That's a first.
I always wear my ring. Why do you always We're not going to start with a fight. We're going to start with a fight already. I always wear my ring. But if I'm sitting at home all day, I don't wear it. Does everyone wear your wedding ring when you're just sitting at home doing nothing? Where's your hand? Let's see your hand.
That's fair. No, I said I didn't wear mine tonight, and you did. That's a first. That's what I was saying.
All right. Well, welcome to the show, everybody. I'm already sweating. We have the Esports Challenge, NBA 2K22, and we've got people that are going to be competing tonight for Houston Rockets courtside seats, which I would like myself. Somebody's going to score those and a $100 gift card. So it's a pretty good win because I've priced those courtside seats. They're not cheap.
No, not at all. And it's fantastic. It's up close and personal. I know a little bit about it, seeing as how I work the broadcast for Rockets games. So these are premium seats. They're not just lower bowl. This is on the court and absolutely going to get you close to the action.
All right. Well, we've got our two. I don't know when we're going to be pulling up our players. I can't hear you very well, Bill, in my ear. Just FYI. There we go.
All right.
I'll do the game rules. I'll do the game rules because technically this is like your wheelhouse, watching basketball and doing your thing. So I can do the fun part. I can be like the weather girl, and then you get to do the hard stuff. So game rules, quick play. Best of one. It's a double elimination. Restrictions must be 18 years of age or older, of course, to compete, which, of course, we had everyone pre-submitting. And the prizes, like I said, we have a pair of tickets to the Rockets Trailblazers game, courtside seats, and a $100 gift card. So it's a pretty good win tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice haul for you guys, and looking forward to seeing what you guys have. NBA 2K, fantastic game. The gaming has evolved so much over the years, and to get to where it is now, where it basically looks like you're playing with real humans, is insane. So I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys have, these contestants tonight, and seeing who can take home the two Rockets versus Trailblazers tickets, and as well as that $100 gift card.
Is this one of your favorite games to play, Adam? Like, if you had a choice, I know what you do because Adam games all the time. I'm more of a PC gamer, and Adam will console all the time in the other room. So if we got the game, could we compete against each other?
Yeah, we could. No, that's the great part about, NBA 2K, Madden, MLB The Show. All these sports games are fantastic in that they let you not only compete with each other, but in some cases you can have multiple players in the same game. So I love NBA 2K. I think it's great how it's evolved, how basketball games that cover the NBA have evolved in general. Madden, they're all classics at this point. So yeah, sporting games and a little Call of Duty and GTA. I mix it all up a little bit.
All right. Well, now we get to meet the players that will be competing tonight.
Grande Red. How about that? Grande Red, whose favorite game is actually NHL 22. So he likes the hockey side of things. He's been playing since 2K6, and he likes to hook it up with a streaming PC. So he has his way of going about things. I like Grande Red's resume there.
I like Lil Ice Team because I feel like if he actually put out an album, I'd probably buy that as well based on name alone. He's been playing since NBA 2K13, and Armani Brooks follows him on Twitter. Do you think he follows him on Twitter? Is that real?
I'm assuming that's what that is. Is it Twitter? Armani Brooks is also on Instagram, so you never know. But Armani Brooks, Rockets guard.
Well, an Instagram follow is way bigger than a Twitter, but we'll have to get to the source of that if he actually wins. So we'll find out. We'll find out when we start competition coming up.
Yeah, let's get to the bracket here as we get you ready to see exactly how we got to this point. And there you see it, Little Ice Team and Grande Red. Basically, it's a best of three at this point. So we get to see how all of this that has, it's come down to this, as they say in sports. It all comes down to the first to win two in this tournament finale tonight. So looking forward to seeing these two compete against each other to get this thing underway.
Do you have a prediction right now based on name alone?
Ooh, I don't know, because see, Grande Red, that kind of makes me think of the Rockets, but then like you said, Lil Ice T makes me think of a rapper. So I don't know. I'll go with my heart, Grande Red. I have no idea because I've never seen these guys and what they've got. We'll have to see.
I'm gonna put my money on Lil Ice Team. I'm just gonna put that out there right now.
You're buying his album.
I'm gonna buy his album. I'm gonna stream it, and yeah, I predict he has the win tonight. 100%.
Nice. Looking forward to it. No, this should be a lot of fun. Never done anything like this. I know you've done this before. I've never done anything like this, and I was like so excited to do it. So you've got a little bit more experience on me as far as calling something like this. But it's going to be a fantastic fun tonight. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I'm checking really quick before we go to the next section here on our 94.5 The Buzz Facebook page, and I think it's on. I don't know if it's on Sports Talk 790, but the 94.5 The Buzz Facebook is what I'm actually looking at. So hopefully people will be commenting too and putting their input on this as the game goes on.
Yeah, I like the instant gratification of the comments. I like 790. You never know, too, with 790. We talked about this before, Teresa, the fact that our audiences are both very diehard, but very uniquely different in how they approach things like this. So I don't know if the comments will reflect that, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. And should be interesting tonight on a Saturday night.
I predict that people will be talking about what's behind us because I'm in my studio and you're in our theater room. So we have two totally different. So I've got the Tool, I've got the Deftones. Everyone always comments on the Deftones. Sorry, I'm all backwards right now. The Nirvana. We'll see what people talk about, and that's what I'll be looking at. And there's your backdrop right there.
You got to win a championship to get on my wall. Those are the rules in the theater.
Those are the rules.
I'd like there to be more, but this is what we've got right now. You want to get to the players?
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're still waiting on them to get online, but yeah, somebody was asking me earlier about those jerseys, and I actually got them pretty close together. I already had the Elijah one, and as you know, Teresa, I got the Springer one right after the World Series win back in 2017, which, by the way, we were at Game 6, and they didn't finish it off that night, so had to fly back and watch Game 7 on TV, but man, it was thrilling. And so, yeah, had to get those autographed championship jerseys on the wall to represent.
I have a question. I have a question for your wall. So how many jerseys, I know how many jerseys are up there. Are you going to hesitate putting any more jerseys up there knowing a player could possibly not be playing for Houston anymore? I mean, because you've got a Springer jersey back there and he's gone.
Right. No, I kind of actually, this is funny you mentioned that because I got Springer because he was the MVP of the World Series, right? So I knew in the back of my mind there was a better than average chance that he was not going to stay with the Astros throughout his entire career. Kind of like Carlos Correa right now. If the Astros had won the World Series and Carlos Correa was the MVP, knowing that he's probably in all likelihood not going to sign with the Astros coming up here when the lockout's over, I still would have gotten it because that represents that moment, and so I'm all backwards like you too. I mean, these pictures and these jerseys. Yeah, no, these pictures from these jerseys, I don't know if you can see Hakeem's very well back here, but that is an actual game shot from Game 4 against the Magic when they beat Shaq and company to get the second championship. And Springer, that's when he's rounding the bases after he hit his home run in Game 7 at Dodger Stadium. So, it did not faze me knowing that it probably wasn't going to be his last year with the Astros, but he also wasn't going to finish his career here. That doesn't bother me. And yes, I would absolutely rearrange everything and make room if there's another championship. But I think we got a long way to go in the city with 2 out of 3 teams. Hopefully the Astros get back, though.
Vince Mendoza on my Facebook feed says that AC is the coolest guy in Houston radio. Big fan. He's a big fan.
Coolest guy, but you're the coolest girl, I guess, is what he's saying.
I know that already. We all know that already.
No, it's fun, man. We obviously have a very interesting dynamic to our marriage, but a lot of people ask about that. And when we get home, it's like the most normal, non-crazy thing ever. Well,
people always assume because we're married, they're like, you must be a really big sports fan. And I'm actually, to be totally honest, I'm less of a sports fan since being married to Adam for many obvious reasons, because it's sports all the time. So I was a great sports fan. Being married to Adam, where it's sports 24/7. I mean, and then there's that fun part where you get all three like overlapping. It's so much sports that I'm like, I don't even care anymore. So I don't hate it, but I'm less involved because it's big. It's a lot of sports. I'm not mad at it. It's just big.
No, but the month of like October, for example, when there's like preseason NBA games, there's the World Series going on, and the Texans are playing, it's a little much. And if we're being honest, she likes me being back here in the theater to watch those games because I'm a lunatic sometimes. Yes, I get just as upset as some of you guys watching when something stupid happens involving one of our teams. Absolutely will go. Like last night. I'm not
kind of like last night.
The game winner. Yeah. I'm not going to say who hit the game winner against the Rockets, but
Here's the difference really quick on our Friday night last night. So he's got the theater room and he watches all the sports back there. Well, I'm in the front of the house in my like section, and I was watching. Nobody make fun of me, but I was watching The Notebook.
I'm going
okay.
To. Yeah, and that's bad.
But I was showing Brooklyn The Notebook for the very first time, passing down the torch, whatever. And on HBO Max, they have a different version of The Notebook. So when you're watching it, any female who's listening to me, the end is gone. They chopped the ending off, and I was so livid. I stood up, I threw down my sweatshirt, and then he comes down throwing down his sweatshirt because, well, the Rockets lost last night.
Yeah, in heartbreaking fashion.
On a better note, we're in game already. This will end up way better.
It. Yeah, this is so obviously we have Golden State versus Golden State, which is a lot of Warriors for me to handle. But hey, they're one of the best teams in the NBA and have been for a long time. So it doesn't really surprise me that both of these guys chose that version. And this is the new Warriors. This is not, Kevin Durant. He's in Brooklyn now. So obviously there's a little bit difference in the rosters.
I feel like this is hilarious because I feel like I'm back in the theater room with you watching the game. This is like real life. Grande Red and Lil Ice Team. Now, I've already got Lil Ice Team for the win. That's who my pick is with. And so far, so good.
True. Yeah. One basket in, you are ahead. Yeah, this will be a little bit more confusing because, he's going to try and break him down here. Look at that, in the paint. So Curry sets up a basket on one end, and Curry hits a basket on the other. Very confusing. Defense is aggressive, man. I like this. I like that David Aldridge is reporting. This is super authentic.
Look at the graphics.
Yeah.
I mean, that looks like they're legit right there. That's insane to me.
This is, like I said, the games have come so far, all of them. I remember playing like Tecmo Bowl. I remember playing NBA Live 95. It's incredible what they did. Those were like 16-bit games, 24-bit games.
And for everybody who's just showing up here on the 94.5 The Buzz Facebook page, Sports Talk 790 and 93.7 The Beat, actually, this is actually airing. It's the Esports Challenge, thanks to our friends at Shell Federal Credit Union. It's me, Teresa, from 94.5 The Buzz, Adam Clanton from Sports Talk 790. We're both involved in this, trying to see who takes home the big win, which would be courtside seats to the Rockets game versus the Trailblazers and a $100 gift card, which is a nice win. So I've got my money on Lil Ice Team as of right now.
Well, Grande Red rotating off of Steph Curry in the corner. I just don't know how good of a defense that is, but of course he was shooting a million of them last night and didn't hit any hardly against the Rockets until the very end when he hit the game winner.
So is NBA 2K22 one of those games where, let's say somebody elbows Curry in the face, will he have blood? Is there blood shown in this? Is there violence?
I don't think there's blood on these games. There's definitely flagrant fouls, though. I think if you could shove a guy when he's airborne, there's definitely, degrees of fouls like there is in the real NBA. That was a nice move, by the way, in the post on that last possession. Clearing out Curry. Curry flopped on Curry's other team. Oh, what a nice pass. No look inside. Porter getting it done with a cheap basket. All right, we got a timeout early on. looks like somebody doesn't like their.
What are they doing?
Well, I don't know if we're doing. I don't know if they were changing up the view. I don't know what's going on.
Interesting.
Here. Grande Red making some adjustments. Defensive set. See, this is what I was wondering if he was gonna.
This is crazy.
Change up his defensive schemes here. I like this. This is like the strategic side of things in here. This is strategery, is what we call this.
Strategery.
Now, see, I gotta be honest. I have not delved into 2K this deep to where I know all. This is actually news to me. Yeah, this is actually news to me that they can make this kind of distinct adjustments into the game on just one side of the basketball. Like what he's doing right now, it looks like, is, changing up what player is incorporating what kind of defense on the opponent, and it depends on who they're matching up with as well. So really good stuff. I also love that 2K has not updated the fact that no coaches wear suits anymore in the NBA. They're all wearing like comfortable tops that match the pants. It's all logoed out with the team that they coach for. The days of like knotted up, suited up NBA coaches are behind us, I think. So 2K's got to get on that. Curry thought about it. Look at Kevon Looney getting so many touches.
One of the most soothing sounds to me is these squeaky shoes on the NBA court. Like, I don't know why. I like the sound of that. It's very satisfying. That's my input.
There was an adult woman in my life that was very close to my family growing up. That is the exact reason she hated NBA games, because she hated that sound. So I love that you said that. That's literally the opposite of what she said, and I love it because I mean the sounds of an NBA arena are the best. It's the closest you're going to get to any major sport. Yeah, you don't get any closer than the NBA. You don't get that close to Major League Baseball. Certainly not in the NFL.
That has to be some sort of like MSR thing. I like the way the ball sounds when you like hit it on the court. I like the sound of all of it, so that's interesting.
Did we get a Bielitsa and one? We did. Klay Thompson with the foul, although he could not convert the three-point play. Got to hit your free throws, guys. Klay from outside, money every single time. Big return for the Warriors this year, just a few weeks back. One of the best shooters in NBA history.
It's so funny because I'm watching the game and I'm like, how much time's left? And I see the clock up there. That looks cool. The graphics are just awesome.
Yeah, we're playing 5-minute quarters, so we're down to the final minute of the first frame here, and it's been pretty competitive so far, although Lil Ice team has gotten the advantage. A little bit few more easy buckets, if you will. Post up. Watch for 3 seconds. Clear out. Klay can't get it to go. Offensive rebound and the putback by Kevon Looney. Look at Klay playing a little point for the other Warriors. Nice pass inside to Curry. And one.
The other Warriors. This is like your dream come true. The Warriors versus the Warriors, Adam.
Yeah, it's nightmare fuel.
Are you cringy? You're cringing.
I'm cringing. I'm a little grumpy seeing this. But I'm a Houston Rockets fan, so what do you want from me? I mean, they're the Rockets.
Who's your least favorite team? Who's your least favorite team in the NBA?
Oh, Lakers. Come on. The Lakers and their fans are the most insufferable people on the planet at all times. Shout out to Adrian Chavarria. But he's from LA, so I don't put that on him. You know what the worst thing on the planet is? It's the T-shirt front runners as we get to our final. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So after the first, we've got a 19-10 lead for Lil Ice team, who seemingly is getting the easy buckets a little bit more than Grande Red. But look, these things can turn around so quickly, especially when you have the Warriors involved.
Oh.
What happened to the Rockets last night? Had I believe it was a 15-point lead, and the Warriors can score in bunches better than just about any team in the NBA. So it would not surprise me to see Grande Red have a strong second quarter here.
I kind of wish we had more of the little. Those were like the little dippers, but not like they. I wanted more dance crew. Bring back the dance crew.
You wanted the in-arena entertainment.
Yeah, they should have, I went the whole 9 yards, which is funny because when we go to Rockets games, our 3-year-old, we went a couple weeks ago to the Rockets game, and, like any toddler, he loves Clutch. Clutch came over, and he was horrified, almost like seeing Santa Claus, but he loves Clutch. And the first thing he looked at me and he said, "Where'd the dancers go?" My 3-year-old son, our 3-year-old son wants to see the dancers when he goes to the Rockets game, so he gets that from his daddy.
Yeah. Oh, nice swat. So Grande Red starts off the second quarter with an and one, and then a turnover here, but then he turns it right back over. And let's see what happens here in the lane. A little bit of traffic in here. You got to clear it out and reset the offense. Good look. Couldn't get it to go. Back the other way. Another easy bucket. See, so far, 5-0 Grande Red here in the second quarter. Shave that deficit down to 4.
I'm going for a little ice team for the win based on name alone. I'm sweating it a little bit.
Wide open. Ah, there it is. The great equalizer is a 3-point shot. Grande Red, 8-0 run to start the second quarter here. What is Lil Ice Team going to do to respond? If only he had an equal team. Oh, wait, he does.
We should have made for like this whole thing. We should have made them do 2 separate teams. I guess you can't strong arm them to do that, but
no, I mean it's up to them. First basket of the second quarter for Lil Ice Team. There, it's a bucket from Kevon Looney. Oh, he's wide open. You got to take that, Wiggins. There you go. Tie game. Unbelievable. Red.
Now, Adam, how does this compare to sitting there during the Rockets games? Because you're at every Rockets game doing exactly this sort of situation. How's the action compared to the real thing?
The view is different for me. Like, I'm used to seeing it side to side, and I'm also used to playing side to side. I don't know if that's a preference by these guys that they let, or if that's how it makes you. I don't think that you're forced to play this way. It's definitely an interesting viewpoint. Wiggins trying to go up. Couldn't get it to go. Curry, got to watch him all the way to the basket. Too easy.
Do you think he'll chew his mouthpiece in this game like he does in real life, where it's dangling out of his face?
Hopefully he won't throw it against the sideline like he did in the finals that one time after he threw a fit because he didn't get to go his way. Not a Curry fan over here, I got to admit, but that comes from my Rockets fandom. It's nothing personal. Open again. Buckets. And Grande Red has gone up on Lil Ice Team with a huge start, just like I predicted, to the second quarter. A little trash talk going on. Curry is gonna take it. Up. Outside. Man. Some clay-on-clay violence going on right now. Clay is killing Clay on both ends.
I wonder, can the players hear each other? That'd be cool if they could trash talk each other and we could hear that, but
can they hear us? I hope they can.
I don't think so.
It'd be amazing. I want to try and throw people off. Yeah, if we open the stream, they could. I don't know. I don't want to do that now, though. That would make it inconsistent. That wouldn't be fair. Look at it. Curry drawing the defense in. He's going to fade on him. 24-second violation. Couldn't even get the shot off in time. That's a big-time defensive stand there. And again, Grande Red with a very strong second quarter here to offset what happened in the first. From the logo, Curry. Good idea right there for the full court pass, but couldn't hang on to it, so that's a turnover. And again, let's see if Grande Red can take advantage. Hasn't really been able to separate, but he spent most of this time coming back as we're under a minute to go here until half. Dangerous pass there.
I'm enjoying just listening to you call the game.
Curry does not have it going tonight. Clay is the hot hand right now. That's who they need to go to, in my opinion. And I'm talking about Grande Red. Because Curry is getting open looks, but he's not hitting them, which is weird. There's a turnover. Almost. Never mind. Good recovery there. I thought that was another turnover. All right, let's see if they go to
how much
Clay
time
here
do
on
we
this
have
final
left?
possession. 13 seconds and counting till half. Let's see. They got ISO right now up top, but you got to get the play moving. All the way in. Back outside. Wiggins, is he going to take it? He is. Faded at the buzzer, and it goes. What a second quarter from Grande Red. So what's crazy about it, though, is that he did all of that work just for a 2-point lead at the half. That's because he was down by 9 after the first frame. So really entertaining first half here between these two. I like this. I like this because this tells me that you're not going to have necessarily one team or the other go away. I mean, look at Harry. I can't tell because it's both teams here. I was looking at the halftime stats, but you got to see the shooting numbers. But they want to get going, and I like that. I'm not mad at that.
Well, for everybody tuning in to all these Facebook feeds, we are doing the Esports Challenge. I'm Teresa from 94.5 The Buzz. You got Adam Clanton from Sports Talk 790. And this is all thanks to our friends at Shell Federal Credit Union, NBA 2K22. And it is going down. Law Ice Team is who my money is on. And, of course, I think Adam's got Grande Red. But it's tight. It's tight right now.
Yeah, Grande Red with a strong second quarter. Lil Ice Team with a fantastic first. And this is, I believe, the biggest lead of the game for Grande Red after that first basket of the second half. 4-point advantage. Oh, nice block. Looney timing that jump correctly. Curry from way outside cannot get it to go. I'm telling you, go to Clay. And the Clay Thompson on the other end gets it to go. But Grande Red has got to feed the ball to Clay. Not out there right now, I don't believe. Looks like Bielitsa's out there. I don't know what's his rotations, but I'd get Clay back in there. Nice pass. Looney should have taken that. Now that was a bad shot. Oh, nice offensive rebound. Back outside. Wiggins trying to create space.
I'm currently stalking all of our Facebook feeds right now to see who's in here, who's watching. Desiree, Reggie coming in hot. Of course, the Sports Talk 790 Facebook page has tons of people commenting on this game.
I'm not gonna lie. I was a little not concerned, but I wondered if the 790 crew would be in because here comes Clay. Here comes Clay in for Grande Red. That's a big.
Oh, look, there's the dancers.
Go get Carson. It's his favorite.
They should add. They need to give more time to that. I don't know. I find that they should be where you can also become one of the dancers and like when you're not playing.
Digital grinding.
Yeah. Yes. It'd be like Just Dance merging with NBA 2K22. Like I could come in and then start doing the dances.
I try to tell people all the time I have the coolest wife on the planet, which I think goes without saying, but I really do. Like, she never ceases to surprise me.
I try. Do you know David Whitlock, Adam?
I do. That's my boy.
He's a big fan. Big fan. He gave you a little love on the Sports Talk 790 Facebook page.
I love, we go way back. David and I go back to, the Channel 2 days for sure. And then the station that shall not be named, and then all the way to iHeart. Great caller, too. David knows what I mean when I say that.
One of my favorite things when I listen to Adam, which I don't listen to Adam a ton now because we're on the same time. But
we're competing. Not really.
We're not really competing, but we're on the same time. But I think it's funny when I hear Sports Talk fans call in. My favorite thing is when they're like, yeah, I'm calling to talk about blah, blah, blah. I'll hang up now. Thank you. Big fan. I'll hang up. And then they hang up. And I love that. I didn't know that was a thing until we were listening to Matt or somebody else. And I was like, I love that. They just hang up because, yeah, they'll ask the question and be like, I hang up. And then they listen for the answer. I think that's so funny.
The funny thing about that is that people will tweet that to us now. They'll ask a question, and usually it's sarcastic, and they'll say, "I'll hang up and listen," even though it's a tweet. So that's
that
total,
a thing? Is that a total?
It's an ode to that.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. I'll hang up and listen.
There's a certain lingo in sports talk that's been around for a while. I think Jim Rome really started it. He'd have callers that would say, "Thanks for the vine," but what they were really saying is, "Hey, first time, long time. I'm a big fan of the show. How you doing?" Like, they say all the things that the host just wants you to get to your point. Like, I love it when a caller just goes, we go to Dave on the north side, and he just starts blah, 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 blah. That's what I like. But, people get nervous sometimes. It's not something you do all day, every day like we do, so I get that.
Wait, okay, Adam, you have to do hold on. I'm going to throw a curveball in here. You have to call this game right now and either do it in Jim Rome's voice or Sam Elliott. Do Sam Elliott.
Oh, Sam Elliott's going to be tough. Oh, nice dunk. Is that Looney? That was Wiggins going in there. That caused a timeout. See, this is going to be hard to do. There's too much noise to do Sam Elliott. That's a very quiet voice. But yeah, like Jim Rome doing an challenge like this. You do such a good Rome that I can't tell who's who, you or him, when I'm listening. Sometimes I wonder if he's even. I mean, I hate to even say it, he is relevant because he's on CBS Sports or whatever it is, and he still gets a ton of money. But he's not in all these major markets anymore. But if he was doing an challenge, I mean, it would all be like jargon. It'd be look at Curry on Curry violence right now. Inside pass, that is nice. He would just start doing all of his little go-tos as far as how he talks.
I feel like when he talks, he makes up things as he goes along, like frog to the left, frog to the right, slushy time. He just starts whipping out random words. And people think he's cool.
It's all gloss. Yeah, it's all the jungle gloss is what he calls it. It's like a completely different vocabulary of how to talk, but do it in a sports talk radio environment. So I was a huge fan. He was definitely my inspiration to get into this business. But I don't listen to him anymore, so it's kind of odd.
Well, you're your own beast now, so that's okay.
I'm something. He doesn't like me very much because I made fun of him one time, so we kind of just
You know what? There's a lot of people that don't like me either.
Oh, there's a ton that don't like me. You got to get in line. But I'm fine with that.
ban people not liking me. I could say it's Trapped, but then I'd just be, I could out them. It doesn't matter.
Trapped
it doesn't
sucks.
matter.
Trapped sucks. Those guys are. That one guy is a loser. We've got this game has kind of gotten stagnant. Lil Ice team has clearly gone back out in front. We haven't really talked a lot about the actual gameplay here in the third quarter as there's 7 seconds left. Kerr would never wear that, by the way. Kerr wouldn't have worn that when he did wear suits. I don't know what they're thinking designing these suits for Steve Kerr. He never has worn anything like that.
The hair is pretty on point, though.
It is. Steve Kerr was one of the first head coaches that I noticed not going with a tie, which was the first step in what we've evolved to, where now all these coaches don't wear suits at all. And I like it, let's be honest. It started in the bubble a couple seasons ago when they allowed everybody to kind of dress more relaxed on the sideline that wasn't actually in the game. And it's kind of carried on. And it's enabled the teams to come out with things that fans can wear. There's pullovers, stuff like that coaches wear on the sidelines that people want to wear too because they're so comfortable. So I like it. Another timeout. This is 3 timeouts in 1.2 seconds. It's amazing. What do you guys need to talk about now? All right, the dancers did not get even a second on camera. Another timeout.
That's crap.
Are they trolling us? Is this just me? Are you trying to use up all your timeouts? I mean, what's going on here? I see now this timeout looks like it means something because they're making actual substitutions, and maybe they just didn't like the lineup. I think they're just making defensive adjustments since this is a final shot situation. If they take another timeout, I'm leaving. Curry, wide open. There's Wiggins. Oh. You're not going to get a better look than that. I think that was Wiggins that took that shot. So, obviously, we're going to the fourth. And it looks like Grande Red's going to have a little bit of work to do here in the final frame. Here you go.
There we go.
This is your time to shine.
I want the little old grannies when they come out, when the senior citizens come out and do their thing. I like that too.
I like it
it's
when
like
they,
watching
when
a movie. It's like a Cocoon halftime show.
Oh my gosh. Where's Wilford Brimley?
Aw, rest in peace.
R.I.P. Gone too soon.
R.I.P. I'm going to give a shout out to Adam L. Woodard. Adam, giving both of us love, Adam.
That was a nice back down by Bielitsa, which would have never happened in real life, by the way, because that's not his game. But I like that digitally he was able to do that to a smaller defender. Speaking of which,
so for everybody
Curry,
turning on these Facebook feeds, it's NBA 2K22. This is the Esports Challenge, the Iheartradio Gamer Challenge that we've got going on right now, thanks to Shell Federal Credit Union. Now the winner basically is going to sit courtside at a Rockets team, and at a Rockets game, and I joked, but I've priced those courtside seats. They are pricey, so this is a really good first place pair of tickets. They're going to be playing the Trailblazers. We're going to get you right there courtside, plus a $100 gift card. So that's going to go to the winner tonight. I'm all in on Lil Ice team.
The Warriors are crushing the Warriors on points in the paint, by the way. Bielitsa is, I think, who we all predicted would be ridden to victory by Lil Ice team here, if indeed that's what happens. Grande Red's got to make a move here with 3:43 remaining. He's down by 8. Oh, and a turnover. Not a great time for that. Play outside to Wiggins. Let's see where they go here. He's doubled in the post. Looney, go to Clay. That's your guy. Told you. By the way, he just took the most inefficient shot in the NBA, a step inside the three-point line. It's the worst shot you can take in the NBA if you're an analytics person. Daryl Morey would hate that shot. Oh, Curry. Curry just rolled out the red carpet for him defensively, did the other team. Devon Looney backing down Bielitsa. 3 seconds. My goodness.
Adam, if you had to be stuck in an elevator with somebody for 20 minutes, would it be Klay Thompson or Steph Curry?
Can I take cyanide as a third option?
No, you have to choose one. For 30 minutes, stuck in an elevator.
Probably Steph, because in all honesty, of those two, he seems like he has a way better personality and he's nicer. Klay is just, ugh.
See, I know Adam's feelings on all these players just because, obviously, I'm here to witness a lot of it. Well, not really Well, I guess some of the Rockets, because you're at the games the majority of the time.
Yeah, if it's a home game, I'm not at home. If I'm working it, I split the games with Wex, but like Tuesday night, Spurs are in town, and I'll be at that game. Obviously, I'll be calling that one. This is getting a little interesting here with 2 minutes. 5-point game. Let's see if Grande Red can make a move here. Grande Red with the basketball, by the way. I know it's Warriors on Warriors, so it's a little confusing. All right. 3-point game, 145. Let's see if they can get a stop here. Or will Lil Ice team start to pull away for the win? Setting up for a fantastic finish here. If they don't score here, and Grande Red does on the other end, we're going to have a fantastic finish. Oh, all alone. All alone. All alone in the corner. That's a dagger. Might be too much to overcome. We'll see. Wiggins needs a 3 here. No, don't do that. Yeah, there you go. See, Curry has not hit those shots all game long for Grande Red. Did we get a turnover here? We did. Okay. 4-point game with a $108. Still anybody's game here.
Grande Red is sweating it.
Yeah, Grande Red needs to make a stop here, and that's not the way to do it. Oof, that hurts. Points in the paint are just like, it's been just a beat down. Clay's the guy to go to outside. Get Clay open. play setting up inside. Get to him in the corner. Oh, Curry hits one. That's huge. 2-point game, 38 seconds remaining. You get a stop here, you got a chance to ice or to win it if you're Grande Red. If Lil Ice team scores, it might be the dagger. Big possession here for both squads. Oh, nice pass inside and the foul. That is going to do it. Bielitsa with this free throw. It's already over, to be honest. 19.8. I mean, you're going to need a miracle here if you're Grande Red. Don't be shooting twos. You're wasting way too much time. Oh, man. Ay, ay, ay. You do know that you're down by 6.
This is tense to watch.
Oh, he hits it. All right, you got a foul or you got a foul. There you go. 5.3. Let's see if Curry can hit this, and that's probably going to do it. Now it's a 2-possession game. All right. They're going to take a miracle. They're going to take a timeout to advance the ball to half court so they don't have to bring it up with just 5.3 remaining. But again, down 5 with 5.3. It's not looking great. So he's probably going to, it looks like he's going to insert nothing but 3-point shooters here, if I had to guess on what he's doing right now. But again,
I mean, this is going to be a miracle.
Yeah, I mean, he's down by 5, so he's got to get a quick score, a steal, a quick score, or he's got to foul and pray that the guy can't hit free throws.
I'm reading comments on other Facebook pages.
These two will play again for best of 3. So if Lil Ice team goes on to the win here, they can wrap things up with a win in the next game, or Grande Red can force a do-or-die game 3. Oh, man. Come on. There you go. Oh, he hit it. Got a foul, got a foul, got a foul.
Golden State calls timeout.
1.1. Now, you can only catch and shoot with .4 in the NBA. I don't know if that's a rule on NBA 2K. But, I mean, it stands to reason even if you inbound the ball and foul immediately, a nice chunk of that 1.1 is going to come off the clock. So you've got to foul quick if you're Grande Red here. Well, that's it. Good game, though. Very good game.
I really like watching this. I really like watching the NBA, like the NBA 2K22 action. Like when I'm watching it, I should be talking more, but I'm into the game. That was really good.
Well, the best part about what we just saw is that that's how a real NBA game is, but you got to speed up all the stuff. Like, you've got to take timeouts, and they last so much longer, and that's why people complain about the end of an NBA game. With a video game version, you get to speed everything up. So let's get to some of the highlights we saw in this first game, because it was a good one. And you had, here's your first quarter action where, Lil Ice T really had a nice first quarter, but then here you had Grande Red coming back in the second and just getting really opportunistic baskets like that one, hitting big threes from a guy like Klay Thompson, who had the hot hand there in the second quarter. Outside jumper after outside jumper and easy baskets, getting him back into the game to the point where he was only down by 2 at the half, as I recall. I think it was like 38-36 maybe. But, here in the third quarter, Lil Ice team came back and really poured it on. It was a competitive third, but he had a little bit more. And I'm looking, this third quarter is when we were kind of going off the rails and talking about a lot of other stuff. So
Everything
I don't recall this as much. Right. But the fourth quarter, again, was really, it was competitive between these two. But the problem was that Lil Ice team just gave himself enough of a cushion. That's what it really came down to. He had enough of a cushion to where when Grande Red was getting buckets like this late from Kevon Looney and hitting some late threes to make it competitive, I think right here Steph's going to hit one. That's, he had just enough of a cushion to where he didn't get hurt there. So that's how he was able to pull out that first game. It'll be very interesting to see not only if as competitive as these two were in the first game, but also if they use the same two teams or if they use different teams or if at least each person has a different team. That would be fantastic. But
I hope they switch it up. Not that I don't enjoy the Warriors against the Warriors, but I think it's fun to switch it up a little bit. And Lil Ice team now up 1, and I'm thinking maybe he'll go, I don't know. How much play can you do before your hands start to cramp up?
I'm guessing the median age of guys that do this kind of thing is very young, so the carpal tunnel hasn't quite set in. But you never know. I'll tell you what. I don't know. Are these guys playing on? This is the Xbox One, correct?
Correct.
Depending on the controller, like the PlayStation controllers are designed exactly like, for the most part, the PlayStation 4s, but they're a little bit more stiff. And I've noticed, because I'm old, that if I play too long with those, that sometimes you have to break them in. That's what I'm trying to say with all these words. I'm trying to say that. You got to break them in. All right, here's the bracket. We'll take a look at this. Like we said, Lil Ice team with the win there. So it's double elimination. Obviously, Grande Red has to win this one or he goes home. But, I mean, based on what we just saw in that last game, I have no idea what to expect and would not be surprised if we go for a do-or-die game 3 between these two. It was highly entertaining. Like I said, I'm just curious if these guys are going to use the same teams again. I get it, because when you're playing, you always hear about this. There was such a video game that we saw. You know, when you have a video game type offense like this where you can just run and gun, I mean, the Warriors, I could see, would be a really easy choice to use on a game like this because they can put up points so fast, as we saw there in the second quarter.
Well, it is getting intense, and I'll say this, all the people that are watching these on our Facebook feeds, we are on the 94.5 The Buzz Facebook feed, Sports Talk 790 and 93.7 The Beat. Everyone's enjoying it thoroughly, and they're loving this idea, and I mean, it's good gameplay. So we'll see who takes the lead, who's going to win. Of course, the first place tonight, courtside rocket seats to the Trailblazers game, $100 gift card, and of course, the Esports Challenge right now. It's all thanks to Shell Federal Credit Union. This is good. I'm not sweating it as much as I thought I would, because I'm enjoying listening to you do all the sports stuff.
Yeah, you ease into something like this, and it really is fun. Like, video games are just such we're in that weird generation where I think, like, the people that came before us, if you still played video games at our age, you were looked down upon. This is the first, I feel, and this is just me talking, I'm 40 years old. I'm going to turn 41 in a few weeks. I think I am of and Teresa's of the first generation where if you're still an adult, or if you're an adult and you're still playing video games, you're not looked down upon at least as much. Now, I'm sure there are still people that do, but I mean, they're not going away. They're getting better. They're getting bigger. Things like this, if I were in high school when stuff like this was going on, if I was in college and there was tournaments like this, I mean, it would have blown my mind. I'm like, oh, well, you can win stuff to play video games? It's fantastic. So I can't tell you how many times that, my roommate and I were supposed to be going to class or supposed to be studying for a test. Hey, let's run it back one more time on Madden. Let's run it back one more time on NBA. All the time. I wasted so many hours of my life playing Grand Theft Auto 3 in college just to show my age a little bit. Grand Theft Auto 3. That was the first version that looks like this version now, essentially. The first two, you don't want to see those, but they've come a long way.
And we know you can play that game for hours and hours and hours, but we have to get back to the next game.
Yes. All right, good. Look at this. Two different teams. It looks like we've got the Utah Jazz and the Phoenix Suns. So Little I's team will be represented by the home team here, as Chris Paul has the basketball, and Grande Red will be the visiting Jazz. This will be a little bit easier on us, I think, as far as calling the game, as Chris Paul does what he does best to start the game, hitting his patented mid-range jumper. I miss Chris Paul here in Houston. Thanks a lot, James Harden. Donovan Mitchell, the nice crossover. Step back three, gets it to go. That's what he does best. The Rockets were very lucky they missed him the other night in Utah. Helped in their win for sure against the Jazz. Devin Booker inside to the big man, back outside to CP3. He's going to penetrate, draw the defense in. Nice open look. Got to hit that, Chris. This is interesting. I don't see a lot of people play with the Utah Jazz, but they're a very good club, and that was very bad defense. but they were bailed out by a blown layup, so the Suns have another possession. Backing it down. The big man. DeAndre Ayton getting it to go. I think he's an underrated big man in the NBA. I think he's a big reason why the Suns are so good yet again. I'd love to see them go back to the finals this year. I want Chris Paul to get a ring. I loved his 2 years in Houston. Loved it. He's a pro.
Big fan. Big fan.
He is. And they won 65 games, and if he hadn't shredded his hamstring, I think we'd have a third banner here in Houston as he gets to the basket and blows the layup. Oh, come on, Chris. Rudy Gobert the other night had a nice game against the Rockets. He gets the ball back outside and a big swat. DeAndre Ayton, and they called a foul. I guess he did make contact. I didn't see it. One thing I've noticed on the free throws is the road team, they shake the camera. I don't know how long that's happened because, again, I haven't played 2K in a while. That's a nice home court advantage if you're trying to shoot free throws and you're the road team. That's tough. Chris Paul handling the ball a ton like he is wont to do. Getting the pick there. Corner three not happening because he's DeAndre Ayton. Shouldn't take it. Chris Paul, clock winding down, and another blown layup. Jazz finally benefit. Donovan Mitchell putting the Jazz up 5 after that wide open three. Ooh. Swattage there. See Mitchell back outside. Gobert's not going to hit that. He's not going to take that. He'll do this, though. Yep. That's good. That's good basketball right there. Take advantage of your size, one-on-one coverage, a smaller defender, and wide open lane. Now he's going to get a swat. Oh, Devin Booker tried with the poster. He tried to posterize the Frenchman, but it did not happen.
Hey, I want to give some love to Sandra Conklin on the Sports Talk 790 Facebook page. She threw some love to this. She thinks it's pretty cool.
I'm familiar with Sandra's work. I've seen her.
I think she's a Chicago Bulls fan. She's got Bulls all over her stuff.
I recognize the name. I just can't put an avatar to it.
Well, I will give you credit, and I've said this to you many times on even Twitter. The Sports Talk 790, just the sports fans in general, you guys are just all over it, like with social media and the commenting, and there's so much live action. It's awesome.
It's passionate. Gobert with 3 seconds left. Nice dunk.
Ooh, that was nice.
Took his time. Yeah, he took his time. He was patient there. He was double teamed, split the double team, and got the easy flush, which is a very high percentage shot, kids. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. Conley fouling Chris Paul 30 feet from the basket. Not sure why. And Utah is dominating. So Grande Red, with 1:07 to go in the first quarter, off to a very good start in his quest to tie up the series and send it to a do-or-die Game 3 between him and the Little Ice team. Phoenix only able to manage 4 points so far. And so let's see if they make any substitutions. I do see that the Jazz are. Hassan Whiteside coming out. It looks like. Royce O'Neal, who's a very good wing defender, going to come in for the Jazz. That's a problem.
So because Phoenix. Little Ice team, everyone switched up their games. We're not playing with the Warriors anymore. A Little Ice team, could he be not doing so well because he switched up teams? Like, is it that exact with the skills on a game like this?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, the Warriors are a very good video game team because they just got so many shooters. So, if he indeed goes on to lose this game, he might go back to the Warriors. I could see that. It's funny. A lot of times when I would play online in sports games, sometimes you had the option to wait and see who your opponent's going to be. And then you might pick who you're going to face them with based on that opponent, matchups and whatnot. This doesn't look like it's a very good matchup so far for Phoenix, but Phoenix is a better offense than this, so just needs to get the ball in the right hands. Devin Booker's got to get off, and he cannot turn the ball over like that. Not good there. Not when you're down. Man, the Jazz could actually be up more if they hadn't blown so many layups. This is actually insane. He's blown like 3 or 4 point-blank layups. Chris Paul is getting bodied. Now he's got a bigger defender, which means there's a mismatch somewhere. Booker's going to clear out and just chunk it up. Not a great shot. Bogdanovich with a nice pass inside.
Donovan Mitchell.
And Donovan Mitchell knows what to do with it. 15-4. Grande Red is beating the brakes off a Little Ice team right now.
I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned.
Another miss. Donovan's trying to go for the jugular right here. Oh, and he does. Oh, stop that man. What does he have, like 15 of their 18 points? My goodness. Throw some ice on Donovan Mitchell because he is wearing out the Phoenix Suns. There's a nice shot right there. That's good. Only 6 points in the first quarter for Lil Ice team, who has the Phoenix Suns coming off a loss in the NBA Finals. A very good roster, very good players with which to score and facilitate if you're Chris Paul. But it hasn't mattered after the first quarter here, as Utah has been all over them in the first frame. So, I mean, again, this shows you like matchups and different players, different rosters in the NBA. These are two of the best teams in the Western Conference. But in a real-life game between these two teams, you would probably get a little bit more of a competitive score. This is a video game, obviously. But this doesn't help Phoenix that Utah is going to get the ball here to start the second and third quarters because Phoenix won the tip. So right out of the gate, Utah can add to their lead if they score on this possession.
And keep in mind, whoever is the winner tonight, hopefully we'll be able to actually talk to them. So if it's the Little Ice team, Grande Red, we're going to have some moments with them and get some of their gamer strategy.
See, this is how I know this is a video game, because that's Joe Ingles, and he never actually hits three-pointers in real life. Joe Ingles is a scrub. He's a scrub for the Jazz. The Rockets wore him out in the playoffs 2 years in a row. Chris Paul wide open. He does hit wide open threes, and he does right there. That's a much-needed bucket for him. You've already got half of what you scored in the second or the first quarter right here in the second. Bogdanovich getting bodied up on the perimeter. Gobert setting the pick for Mitchell. Back inside, the give and go, and an easy bucket for Gobert, who gets goaltending. Okay, I thought there was a foul at first, but it is a goaltend. So Utah gets the basket there, and again, Chris Paul and company down big.
I mean, big.
I'd like to see Devin
like
Booker
big.
involved. Yeah, like, it's not great. Yeah, see, this is where you need to go right here is Devin Booker. He can score. All right, nice, easy basket inside for the Suns. You can take whatever they'll give you right now, I guess. Mitchell has been a problem all night as Grande Red is looking good. Oh, a nice block there, though, by the Suns. Something they needed. Bogdanovich is flirting with a foul here on the outside on Chris Paul. Nice pump fake. Oh.
Joe Ingles. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Suns.
All right, so that's big. That gets it to a 10-point deficit here. This is the most life we've seen from Lil Ice team all game long.
Yeah, he got fired up again.
He did. Well, there's a turnover. That's how teams get back in. Booker wide open. You got to take that, and he does. Single digits. Back to a ball game again. And, you know, this second quarter is going much, much better for Phoenix. They scored 6. They've already scored 10 here in the second frame as Utah has their offense has petered out a little bit, but they're turning the ball over a lot.
The players on this game literally look tired. Like they look beat down. That's how fantastic looking this game is.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell's worn out from scoring all the points. Yeah.
He looks like he's about to cry.
Well, if they blow this lead, he's going to, because that means he's going home.
Now, do games like this, would they do like fights between the players or anything like that? Or is it just pretty much clean basketball?
I don't think they have fights in NBA 2K. And here's a little secret for those who are casual NBA observers or just don't really know. NBA players don't actually want to fight unless they're Ron Artest. He absolutely wants to fight, but he's been retired for a while now. Most NBA players don't actually want to fight. They'll push and shove, and then they'll wait until about 5 of their teammates are in between them, and nothing will ever happen. But Ron Artest would absolutely want to fight you. He stands to fight fans. Shot
Classy.
clock winding down. Yeah, well, I love Ron. I can't help it. He goes by Metal these days. He changed his name. Jordan Clarkson seeing some time here for the Utah Jazz. He was a problem for the Rockets the other night. Let's see if Donovan Mitchell can get the Jazz hadn't scored in a week, and they finally do right there. You could tell he was going to take that shot the whole. See, Booker's got to keep going. He stopped like midway to the basket. Why? What are you doing? Get the pick and go. There you go. See, give and go right there. Oh, there you go. All right, it's a 7-point game again. Bismack throwing it. Nice pass inside. Again, I don't know why Grande Red is getting these inside passes right at the end, and then he's passing out of them instead of dunking the ball like he should. Mitchell one-on-one. Fade away. It's a low percentage shot, and he missed it.
I think you and I should have a wager on this game.
Oh, this could get really, really dangerous. Do you have to take the trash out or something if you lose?
I don't. Ew. No. I don't know. I've
No,
got to figure it out.
that's a guy job.
Ew. I do. That's a guy job. I do it every once in a while. It's
so-
just exhausting
you're
to
so
go to the
sexist.
garage.
Yeah, it's all of 5 feet away.
My job
after
is
you
to
walk
be
through the door.
barefoot and pregnant. I'm supposed to be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. You take care of the trash. Come on now.
The Suns.
I get to have the theater room for one entire night and watch whatever I want if Low Ice team wins.
Wow, you're not watching The Notebook on my screen. I'm not.
We're not going to watch The Notebook. I won't do that. The Notebook you can only watch once
we
every
need
10
to
years.
binge Ozark. Booker, and he misses the dunk. Oh my goodness gracious! Come on, there you go.
Nice.
Booker wide open. Somebody left him alone, and that is it's a 4-point game. Phoenix making a comeback here. Winding down here in the first half. Mitchell looking to go one-on-one. Back, and he drains it. Great shot. Full court. Booker at the buzzer. Oh, close. That's a nice first half. It did not look like this was going to be an entertaining game, but check out the Suns after being down 18-6. They come back with a 15-9 second quarter, and this third quarter could very well determine who goes on and wins this game. Again, Lil Ice team with the win in Game 1. Grande Red trying to force a Game 3 do or die in this tournament. Give us the sponsors, babe.
And for those of you that are just tuning into your Facebooks and all the Twitch streams and you're like, what is this? This is the Iheartradio Gamer Challenge, all right? This is all thanks to our friends at Shell Federal Credit Union. Now, the winner tonight, which, of course, I'm betting on La Ice team. Adam's got Grande Red. The winner will get courtside Rocket seats versus the Trailblazers and a $100 gift card. Big win. And whoever wins, I'd like to put one of my Teresa Rockface t-shirts on them so we can identify them in the crowd. Nothing big and flashy.
They might wear it.
We'll have one in your T-shirt and one in my T-shirt.
Good morning to everyone but the Golden State Warriors.
Shell Federal Credit Union, add that to the grand prize list. The Trailblazers courtside seats, $100 gift card, and our T-shirts. I'm going to write that down. Our
Ram shirts, we'll hook that up.
Yes, thanks to Ram Shirts. Free plug from them.
I love Mark. He is the best. Oh! Chris Paul. Got to be a better distributor than that. All right. Third quarter action underway, over a minute in. And we got ourselves a 4-point game after it was not very competitive early on. Gobert gets whacked on the arm. He's not a good free throw shooter, but he drains that one. It's always an adventure when the big man's at the foul line. But he hits both, so good on him. Not typical.
I'm here for the great basketball lingo. I love hearing all the lingo and the fun words that you guys use when calling these games. Drain is my favorite so far.
Truth be told, I would really enjoy calling Rockets games. I'm just a color analyst, and I'm fine with that. I love it. It's a dream gig. But if there is an emergency someday or a need to happen, I would love to do it. Wide open three, and he walks it off. He walks it off. He knew it was going in and started walking up the floor as it was falling through the net. 3-point game. Jazz are getting a little tight. Gobert, and he turns it over. Wide open. Chris Paul down the lane. And the foul. We could have a tie game here with this free throw.
Here we go.
That was fantastic. Turnovers kill. And there it is, a tie game. It is a whole new ball game here with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Really nice comeback here by the Phoenix Suns, which of course are controlled by Lil Ice team. So I thought we were headed for a do or die game 3, but Lil Ice team could surge ahead here. This is a very important timeout. See if the Jazz can come back. They have not scored very often since that big first quarter. Bogdanovich, why is he not taking that? Gobert in the post against Ayton, which is 1990s big man basketball, I guess. And he turns it over. Terrible. Chris Paul with a dangerous pass. Oh! Jay Crowder, just an absolute bomb. And that's going to force some adjustments.
We're switching it up
apparently. Yeah. But this is interesting because it looks like this is Phoenix making these adjustments on defense. So Jay Crowder hits a 3. I feel like that's the first 3 that they've hit in a while. And I don't know. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I don't know what Booker has done. But there hasn't been enough Booker. But Chris Paul's gotten his shots. Chris Paul's gotten his assists. But I haven't seen enough of Devin Booker for the Suns. Like what you would normally see from the other member of their backcourt. He's a fantastic scorer. Actually scored 70 points in a game a couple seasons ago. And he would figure to be another good video game player. So it'd be interesting to see if they get him more involved. Again, our players cannot hear us. I know.
But I'm fascinated at watching all the switching up of the technical
the adjustments.
Stuff.
Yeah,
the adjustments are amazing.
The Suns PA.
Did we get a cheerleader?
I don't know if we got a PA. We got the PA imploring the crowd to get off their duffs.
Oh, I like that.
They're all sitting.
I like it.
Yeah. And
it looks so realistic.
True story about this game. Our own Matt Thomas is featured on it for the Rockets, as he was the PA announcer last season for them.
That's
and
right.
Every PA announcer for every team is featured on this game. They were flown out to LA to record their voice tracks. Pretty cool. Jay Crowder had a very easy dunk that he passed up. I don't know why. Back outside to Chris Paul, who's checked there by Conley. And now he's checked tight. Jay Crowder setting the pick. He's down the lane. Why he passed it out, I have no idea. Because he missed the 3. Back outside to Jay. Now you take that shot. Oh, that is some... Ooh! That was some ugly offense. 2 easy shots passed up. That just makes me die inside every time I see it. Joe Ingles, you don't want him shooting for you ever. Donovan Mitchell, you do. Checked by the bigger Jay Crowder. Bogdanovich is wide open, but the pass comes to him late, so he takes a mid-range jumper and misses it, which is awful. Like, these guys do not care about turnovers. This is incredible. Booker down the lane, wide open. That's what you need to do, is get Booker more involved. Pull away. Grande Red's got to make his move. Minute and change left in the third, and he is down 0-1. Man, there you go. Oh my goodness, Rudy Gobert missed a wide open dunk. Oh my goodness, what a swing. That's a 5-point swing on the other end. Dude, Grande Red, if you lose this, you're going to look back on that sequence where Rudy Gobert blows a wide open dunk, and in transition on the other end, they hit a wide open 3. Unbelievable. And now Phoenix is flirting with a double-digit lead, and you didn't have to be here. You didn't have to be here.
I'm just trying to figure out what you and I can wager on this game, because we maybe have moments left, because I think the Low Ice team's going to come out. I think he's going to come out.
Yeah, I was about to say, you better make that wager because, I mean, Grande Red is blowing it here.
I don't know.
If the Jazz score on this possession, I'm going to give them a chance. If they don't, I mean, I know there's a long way to go, but man, the way this is going. No, don't take that. There you go. There you go. Gobert, don't turn it over. Back outside of Mitchell. He's wide open. There you go. Should take that shot. Oh, nice shot. Nice shot. Ah, you got to hit that. I thought he was going to hit that one. He had a good look. Chris Paul draining some clock here. Back outside to Crowder. Let's see here what Chris Paul is going to do out on the baseline. Back around into the lane. Nice pass to Crowder. Another bunny, and it's a 10-point lead for the Suns, who trailed big time early in this one. The Jazz have imploded. Their families are embarrassed. Way outside from Mitchell, and he can't get it to go. So it's either come back from 10 points down for Grande Red after he led by double digits, or he goes home and Little Ice team will be interviewed by us and going to the Rockets-Blazers game courtside coming up in a few days here. This is quite the turnaround, and I don't know what these dancers are doing, babe.
I love it. I love it. It's probably a TikTok dance.
Oh, that's awful.
It's so good.
TikTok
and they all look exactly the same. You got to get on the right TikTok, Adam. There's kids TikTok, like a teen TikTok, and there's like us old people TikTok. It's hilarious. Trust me.
I don't want any of it.
No, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Little Ice team is up 12. Just absolutely a lopsided turnaround here. And the Jazz turn it over. Oh, my goodness. What a soul-crushing turnover.
I didn't see this lead coming. I did not see this lead coming. He was down in the beginning so much. Like, what happened?
Yeah, the first game between these two was a roller coaster, and now it's like I mean, this is just such a pendulum swing. Booker. Oh, he tried to go for the poster again. All right, 5 on the shot clock. Keep an eye on that. Got to get a big shot up here. Nope, turnover. Good defense by the Jazz, recognizing the situation. Mitchell down the lane. Not a high percentage shot, but the follow there by Gobert. And it's back to a 10-point game. Look at the scoring in the third. Jazz absolutely cratered, 18-2. Way to get off the team bus, Utah. All right, Chris Paul. What is he doing? I think he's just killing clock here, but he's down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. You got to get a good shot here, and he does. Finds his big man. DeAndre Ayton flushes it. The Suns are back up 12. Little Ice team looking to pull away here. Ooh, Conley almost stepped on the sideline there. Royce O'Neal to Conley. Not a great three-point shooter, and he misses. knew that wasn't going in. Devin Booker, what is Devin Booker doing? And Phoenix here, Little Ice team taking a timeout. 3:16 remaining. You're getting the miracle territory here if you're Grande Red. Like, you had this in the palm of your hands, and you choked it away. I thought he had it. Oh, I haven't seen a choke job like this since Nick Anderson at the free throw line in '95 against the Rockets. He had to go to a sports psychologist after that, by the way. True story.
What? Are you serious?
The Rockets ruined him. Yeah. He was a great scorer. Okay, so the season before that, he ripped Michael Jordan in the playoffs, and everybody's like, oh, MJ's not the same. And that's when MJ came back. It was that season, actually. MJ comes back. The Bulls win 72 games. But, yeah, Nick Anderson, tale of two careers. Nice block there by the Jazz. Gonna need more of those. Conley back outside. They got to get some scores here. Yeah, you got to start shooting. Not with him, though. Clarkson nails a three. Much needed. Gets it back down to single digits. 2:39 remaining. If the Jazz are going to come back, now's the time. You got to get a stop.
And for everyone just tuning in, it's the Iheartradio Gamer Challenge, where tonight we are trying to find a winner. It's all thanks to our friends at Shell Federal Credit Union. So far, I'm thinking my guy, Lil Ice Team, is going to take the win. Courtside seats for the Rockets game, $100 gift card. It's going to be a nice, good time for him.
Big-time defensive possession right there, which is good. What's bad is that it chopped another 24 seconds off the time of the entire game, and the Jazz... the clock is their enemy right now. They've got to score. Down 9.
Roland Silva on Facebook said, forever Nick DeBrick Anderson.
There you go. That's him. Missed 4 straight free throws.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Kenny Smith hit the 3 to force overtime. Olajuwon with the tip of Drexler's miss to win game 1, and the Rockets swept the Magic. So sad. Booker. Chewing up clock. This is a masterful performance on how to play not to lose. They don't care. The Phoenix doesn't care because that just chewed off another 24 seconds. The Jazz have to score. It's down to $133, and they're still down 7 here. Bogdanovich, he's a guy that should shoot the 3. Don't take a mid-range. Don't do that. Clock winding down, another bad shot, another miss. It's another Suns rebound. Oh. Grande Red is going to be up with nightmares from this. He could have been sitting courtside. Instead, he's watching Lil Ice Team wear a Teresa Rockface shirt because he drains threes when he gets the chance. 10-point game.
All those adjustments Lil Ice Team made really came through. We couldn't see what Grande Red could have been doing it too. Who knows?
Yeah, no, here's the thing. Like, the first game of this, in case people are coming in late, was Warriors versus Warriors. Not a great way for us to be calling a game because it was very confusing, but we made it. I did not see Utah versus Phoenix as being the second matchup, and I definitely didn't see that being the way that Lil Ice Team would basically solidify his victory. He wins this, it's over, and he's going to get the 2 courtside tickets and the $100 gift card. Rockets versus Trailblazers, by the way, that's a January 28th game at Toyota Center. But man, you have to understand that Utah was up big in this thing, and Grande Red was just killing Phoenix. They scored 3 points, or it was either 3 points or 6 points in the first quarter total. And then Phoenix just absolutely just took them to the woodshed in the next 3.
Since you're doing a great job calling this game, I want you to slide in the word banana at some point. What people don't know is when Adam's on the radio, I'll have Adam say a specific word and he works it into the show. Banana.
It's true. Chris Paul, back to Devin Booker, who's going to chew some more clock. Oh, somebody slipped on a banana over there. Rudy Gobert went down. That was so easy. Give me something challenging.
Lingerie.
Oh, here we go. Chris Paul dancing outside. Shot clock winding down. Shakes him out of his lingerie and doesn't hit the three. I thought it was going to go down. He left a thong on the floor. And Booker smartly not taking a shot right here. He's not taking a shot. He's draining the clock. Now he's going to put it in right here. Back outside. Oh, Crowder was going for the dagger. Oh, look at this. A full court shot when you didn't need it. Grande Red. I feel badly for you. I really do. I want to call you and tell you that it's going to be okay. See the banana right there?
The banana, he fell on it again.
They're all going. What is happening out there?
It could have been the thong he slipped on.
Oh.
Why is it doing that? What's happening?
I don't know. They're all like getting instant like. I don't know what's going on over there. Holy cow! So, I mean, a tale of two halves, really a tale of one quarter. As Grande Red, he was going. Look at this. Let's show the first quarter highlights here. Because Grande Red had it going, okay? He had it all going on. Everything was going his way. This is 6-4 early, right? But the Jazz were getting buckets like nothing, 11-4. Gobert inside, big-time dunk. It's 13-4. Into the first quarter, Mitchell gets some, 18-4. They were just destroying them, and then Phoenix begins the comeback. It's a 9-point game here. And here comes Lil Ice team. Yeah, you want some of this? I've got it for you because it's wide open from Devin Booker, and he's going to drain it, and it's a 4-point game. More turnovers from the Jazz. Here goes Booker inside, the drive and the dish, and he walks off a three. And then it's a tie game. The Jazz scrambling on defense, and Jay Crowder, of all people, who's a terrible three-point shooter, gets it to go, and it's all Phoenix the rest of the way. Chris Paul slicing and dicing on offense like a surgeon out there. DeAndre Ayton getting buckets inside. I mean, it was all going the way. And the Jazz were getting like all of these looks at the basket they were missing, the same ones Phoenix was hitting in the first half. They make a valiant effort here in the fourth quarter, but too much Jay Crowder. Look at Jay Crowder looking at the bench as the ball is falling. That is absolute assassinry right there, if I can make up a word. And then Devin Booker just sitting on the clock. They drain it, and Phoenix wins. Good job, Little Ice team, to take the soul out of Grande Red and just spit on it and throw it on the ground like a piece of garbage. I was
a little worried. I was a little worried he came through, and we never basically came up with any sort of a bet. So I'll just make something up as we go along and take the win. From you when you least expect it.
I look forward to being. I look forward to sleeping with one eye open tonight.
Yeah, that'd be great. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to get Lil Ice team since we're supposed to be talking to the winners. It'd be kind of cool to get some of the strategy that he had, and they're efforting. And by the way, good effort on your part because you used banana and you did lingerie and you threw in a thong. I should have been doing this the whole time. The whole time.
Yeah, the thong was a bonus. That was a freebie that I threw your way. No pun intended. So, much like people throw panties on stage at a rock concert, I throw them on virtual stages here on an NBA floor. I'm proud of myself.
I'll make sure I text you more during your show so that we can play that naughty little game while you're live on the air.
Wex would like that, especially if he was aware of it. He would like that. He would, but he wouldn't. Like we get off track.
I think you know what? I'm gonna text Wex and have Wex slide it. Although I don't think Wex could do it. I don't think Wex would be able to do it. It would be too stressful for him.
Wex is no. Wex is better at that because he's actually a juvenile at heart. Like he's like I'm a 13-year-old and he's like my 16-year-old brother who has a license and can drive and like has some money because he has a job, and so he's constantly trying to bully me. But I'm just the belligerent 13-year-old that doesn't care. So that's the dynamic of our show. If you ever wondered what it's like on Sports Talk 790 from 3 to 6 p.m. each and every weekday, it's like you and me, only on the air.
It's 100%. It is. Sometimes when I listen to you and Wex, I legit feel like I'm listening to you and I argue about stuff.
You're welcome.
And I'm glad we didn't argue today at all. We started to fight in the beginning. We started a little tiff in the beginning, but we worked our way through it. So that's.
Well, I liked your wardrobe today. That was part of it.
Thank you. It's the atmosphere. For everybody watching this
Did
on
it
our
get-
feeds, I'm Teresa
Did it
from
get awkward?
94.5 The Buzz. You got Adam Clanton, Sports Talk 790. It never got awkward, no, ever. Do you think
Just
it
now?
did?
Just
No.
now it didn't get awkward for everybody
This is
watching?
totally
No?
natural. It's totally
Oh.
normal. There's nothing like watching two people buy time while we're trying to get the winner on here to see if it'll happen. But again,
Yeah,
that's
where
why
are
we
you
have
at,
the great
Little Ice
atmospheres.
Team? Yeah, but
this is
where
why we have
Little
the
Ice
great
Team? Oh, go
The
ahead. I'm sorry.
backdrops are all that matter.
Yeah, so you've got, and clearly it's a cliche of what we do because you've got all the music posters behind you. I've got the two most important, I would argue, athletes in their respective teams based on what these jerseys represent, the championship moments that they brought home. The Astros had so many, but Hakeem will always be the all-time Rocket. It's an interesting question, by the way, since we were talking about that earlier. Bagwell and Biggio for so long represented the Astros, and it was just kind of like a debate on who was more representative of them. But Mr. Astro at this point has to be Jose Altuve, right? If Springer has left and Correa's gonna leave, but Altuve's that constant, and he was the MVP, and did all of the and he walks off the Yankees like every other week, and makes their fans die inside a little bit. He's got to be Mr. Astro, right? And the all-time, if he's not already, he's got to be the all-time best second baseman. He's going to surpass Biggio.
I agree. I think he is Mr. Do you have room on the wall for a little Altuve? If you had the jersey signed, would you stick him up on the wall in there?
Yeah, oh, for sure. It has to make sense, though. If they win another World Series and he's the MVP or hits, the big home run to clinch it or something, MVPs for Major League Baseball, World Series especially, are very it's weird. The guy could have been a no-show for virtually most of the series, but if he hits the biggest hit, gets the biggest hit in the series, or hits the clinching home run or the walk, or whatever it may be, he ends up being the MVP. So there's always a lot of candidates. Hey, let's talk to Little Ice Team. What do you think?
Little Ice Team, our winner tonight of the Esports Challenge, he was my guy. He was my pick from the get-go because I said, Little Ice Team, the name is fire, and I would buy his album tomorrow. Little Ice Team, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I was nervous in that last game. I was down by 16?
That was crazy, man. Because so what I was telling her and the audience is what threw us off was it was warrior on warrior violence in that first game, and that was hard for us to call. But that's your prototypical video game setup where you've got a run and gun team like that. So I got it, but that was more of a back and forth. Whereas this one early on, I thought we were going to go to a do or die game 3 because you were down so big. And then, I don't want to call it a choke job, but that kind of was a choke job by Grande Red.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a choke job. I say I came back because about the second quarter when I was down by a lot, I was saying, why did I pick the Suns? Why did I pick the Suns? But then the defense came through and I started creating turnovers. And then it was that.
Yeah, I noticed you created a lot of turnovers, and that's how you were able to get back into things. Did you ever feel like you weren't using Devin Booker enough in the early stages of the game? Because that's what I kind of observed early on.
Yeah, I wasn't using him enough. I was trying to run the offense through CP3 and trying to get it to Ayton, but then once the first half, Gobert, I couldn't get nothing in the paint. So then I had to start using D-Book in his range, and then Bridges too. He made a nice 3 to open it up a little, and yeah,
you had some timely threes there. Jay Crowder came through in the second half as well, so I liked how you mixed it up. You're right, Gobert was giving you fits inside. Ayton wasn't getting easy baskets, so you had to kind of adjust your game plan, but you did a good job of doing that, man. It was a nice comeback.
Yeah, Jay Crowder. Oh, I wish I had my mic on during that whole thing, bro. I was screaming Jay Crowder's name.
We were saying that. We were like, we wish that you guys could hear us, especially Adam calling the game, and I wish we could have heard you during it because we know it was super tense. How often are you gaming every day? How often do you play this game?
I play 2K. I play it every other day, and I mostly play my team. So when I saw this, I knew I was gonna be pretty good. I have a good chance to win because I don't play park that much, but I play sometimes. But my team, that's my game mode I play the most. So once I saw his regular play now, current teams, I knew I had a chance.
Hey, so you're going to get courtside tickets, obviously, to the Rockets-Blazers game coming up on January 28th, along with a $100 gift card. Do you already know who you're going to take to sit courtside between the Rockets and the Blazers that night?
Yeah, I'm going to take my brother.
Oh, nice. Does he know that you were playing for this? He has to, right?
Yeah, he knows, and I wanted to take him because I played a lot of 2K with him growing up, and I know he's we play pretty much the same, so I know I've had a good competition my whole life playing against him.
Now, how old are you,
cool.
Little Ice team?
I'm 21, and my little brother's he's a sophomore in high school.
That's awesome. And
Awesome.
courtside seats.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be the closest I'll ever sit. So I'm glad I'll.
What's
be
the
able to
closest
Yeah,
you've
like,
sat
unless you end up
before?
playing one
with
day.
me.
Yeah, for real. Like, what's the
Huh?
closest you've sat at a Rockets game before?
The closest I've sat is probably about probably like row 10 or something, and like 115. I usually sit around 115, 114 when I look for the tickets.
Well, I'm pumped, man. I'm glad you get to go. I'm at a lot of the home games, obviously, because of what I do with my work with the Rockets. So I'm looking forward to seeing you that night, hopefully, and glad that you earned this victory. You earned those tickets and your $100
Yes,
gift
you
card,
did.
and we appreciate you not only being in the event, but taking the time out to talk to us afterwards. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank y'all for the event, and I appreciate talking to y'all. And shout out Rocket Twitter, shout out Not Nope, shout out Will, shout out Derp the Perp, shout out Ulysses, shout out Cohen, shout out Ed, shout out Rick, shout
Keep
out
'em going,
Wicked
keep 'em
Boy,
going.
shout out Lo Trevino 24, shout out Samuel, shout out Not Nope again, shout out Jay Crowder, shout out D-Book, shout out CP3, shout out
He's shouting out the Suns
Houston
now. I love
on
it.
Twitter,
It
and
is
shout
a
out
CP3 shout out.
shout out Ben McLemore, and shout out Armani Brooks. I'm done.
Boom.
There you
boom.
go.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. You were my winner to pick for the beginning. So thanks for giving me the win also.
Thank you.
Lil Ice team coming through with the win. First with the Golden State Warriors, and he defeated the other Warriors. And then, of course, he chose the Phoenix Suns, was down big, and beat the Utah Jazz that was fielded by Grande Red, which, by the way, congrats to Grande Red for getting this far. He was a worthy opponent. I didn't mean it. I wasn't calling you a choker. I was saying it was maybe a choke job. But look, these things happen. These violent things happen on video games sometimes, and it's just the way the breaks are sometimes. But congrats to you for getting this far as well.
And I'm pretty excited to watch this Trailblazers game because I'm going to be looking for them in the front row. We'll see a nice, good-looking 21-year-old and his younger brother, like, courtside. It's going to be kind of sick to watch. So maybe I can slide them to the T-shirt at the... Will you bring the shirt to the game, Adam, and slide it down to them courtside?
I'll give them
That'll
two,
be their-
absolutely. If we get two,
their gift.
if Ram Shirt hooks us up, I'm bringing them.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for being a part of this. It was pretty cool. The Facebook feed for 93.7 The Beat, Sports Talk 790, 94.5 The Buzz. I'm Teresa. On now 2 to 7 every weekday. Adam, give your spiel.
Yeah, Sports Talk 790, the A-Team with Adam Wexler and myself, 3 to 6 p.m. each and every weekday on Sports Talk 790. Plus, whenever you turn on a Rockets radio broadcast, you can hear me a lot of times on that as well. So it was fantastic hanging out with everyone. And me and Teresa love doing this kind of thing and getting to interact with our fans directly. That's cool as well.
And before I give thanks to our sponsors, we also game all the time. And we're very open with our game. Like Teresa Rockface is, you can find me on the ones I play. And Adam, it's Houston 2181?
No, I actually changed it. It's actually Adam Clanton now. I was just like, I don't care anymore. This is me. Here's who I am. Find me. So
Find
not
us,
hard.
play with us. Find us and play with us. You know what I mean? Thank you very much to Shell Federal Credit Union. This was a great time, and I hopefully we'll get to do it again soon.
Absolutely.
All right, we're out of here. Thank you. And Adam, I'll see you in the middle of the house.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Party, don't stop.